The Bengals' 2025 season is finally over. The Bengals finished the season at 6 wins, their worst record and first losing record since Joe Burrow's first season. Our defense finished as the top 3 worst in yards allowed by an opponent and points scored by an opponent. The embarrassment train was in full effect as we lost to Cleveland to end out our season, winning half of our divisional matchups. This game was just dismal to watch. There were highs, but there were plenty of lows. Yet another pick six, Joe's third of the season. 3 pick sixes in 8 games is not a stat I would like for him to repeat. While we are on the topic of repeated turnovers returned for touchdowns, can we agree that Noah Fant does not need to be on the team next year? He's had as many touchdowns as he has fumbles that were recovered for touchdowns this year. That means he is inherently a net hole in our team. This team has other holes too. Our kicker missed 2 extra points, and in a 2-point game, that has to be looked at with some kind of scrutiny. But at the end of the day, we lost, and that helped our draft stock. We've got the 10th overall pick, and we will be coming into the offseason being top 10 in cap space. With that, I think we have the possibility for a truly great offseason turnaround. That is only a possibility, however, as ownership has made it clear that Tobin and Taylor are here to stay. All of that while I've seen with my own eyes that fans don't want either of them here any longer. Our offensive coordinator pitcher has been getting eyed by Cleveland. My dream scenario is that pitcher moves and we get McDaniels as our OC. That guy coming up with plays for our trio would be legendary in my opinion at least. There's a lot of other stuff happening in the NFL obviously. We have our playoff bracket finalized here. And since this is the last Big Lex video of the season, I want to make a short prediction about how the playoffs will go. Starting in the AFC, the Texans travel to Pittsburgh where D'Amico Ryan out-Tomlins Tomlin and plays a safe offensive game plan mixed with hard-nosed defense, and the Steelers are one-and-dones in the playoffs yet again. The next game is the one I am most excited for. The Jaguars look like they are on fire. I'd say that they have a shootout with the Bills, but I think Josh Allen says otherwise. I think that this game will come down to the wire where Josh Allen goes all out, but appears closer on paper than on tape. For the Pats and Chargers, it's hard to say. Of course, I'd be rooting for the Pats here, but I and a lot of other people would point to the Patriots' opponents for being so weak within this last year. It wouldn't be impossible to see the Chargers come out of here wildcard winners, so I'll give them that win as to not make too many of my picks too biased. Moving on to the NFC, we start with the Rams against the Panthers. I'd like to see the Panthers come in and prove that they deserve to be NFC South champs and win, but this is the Rams. McVay is always ready for the playoffs. They take this game handedly. Eagles-Niners. I've got to give it to the Niners for this one. The Eagles haven't looked good all year, and I can see Shanahan taking full advantage of that. Bears and Green Bay, an NFC North match to see who is last standing is perfect NFL business. A matchup I really like for the Bears, though. This is going to be a tough football game. Excited to see both teams play. I give the slight edge to the Bears, though. Odunze being back is a plus. After this in the divisional round, the Chargers are up against Denver. While I think the Broncos are clear favorites here, I think the week off holds them back, and the Chargers move on. After that, the Texans go to Jacksonville for the AFC South finale we have all been waiting for. While the defense on both sides looks good, Houston just can't hold on, and Trey Law goes to the AFC Championship game. Matt Stafford and the Rams travel across the country to Chicago, and on a brutally cold day with winds coming off of the lake, the Rams have an incredible come-from-behind victory to make it to the conference championship. The Niners fly up to Seattle to round out the NFC divisional round, and the Seahawks kick them back down the coast in a throttling to the poor banged-up team. In the AFC Championship, there's lightning in the air. The storyline of both QBs playing each other since their first playoff appearance will be talked about all day long. Can Justin Herbert carry his team past that 27-point blow-up they had last time the two teams faced off? Unfortunately not, and the Jaguars win the AFC for the first time in franchise history. While the Chargers are arriving back in LA, the Rams are leaving it to make it up to Seattle. In their third matchup this season, it goes down to the wire. Two juggernauts going at it until the Seahawks come out as winners of the NFC and send the Rams packing. And for the big game, Josh Allen is declared Super Bowl MVP as the Jaguars hoist the Lombardi for the first time in league history. And that's how I think that the NFL season will end. Probably completely wrong, but who knows. This season was fun, and I honestly have a lot of work to do for the next one. I'm going to be taking a short break for the rest of January, and I'll come back with more long-form, spread-out uploads, at least until the regular season. I'm planning on releasing those about once a month or so I won't be out of your sub box for too long. Expect things related to the Bengals, University of Kentucky sports, primarily football, but who knows? Maybe basketball starts getting good again, and likely a few more other sports-related things. I'll be trying out different styles for those, so they'll be pretty fun. So stay tuned into that and keep an ear out for the rest of my videos. Subscribe below and leave a like. Comment any video ideas or topic ideas you may have. I'll always be curious to dive into interesting sports stories, especially related to my teams. I've been Big Lex. Thank you all so very much for watching this season, and I will see you next time.